Celebrations, the 25th anniversary release with more leaks than the Titanic. We've reviewed the set, we've ranked the products, but what are the best and most expensive cards from Celebrations? And no, despite popular belief, it's not the Charizard reprint. Speaking of Celebrations, to celebrate hitting 1,000 subs, I'm giving away $1,000 for free. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe, and comment Happy 3000 for a chance to win. It's literally free money. You don't have to pay to enter or jump through any hoops. Just subscribe, like, and comment so I can actually pick you as a winner. I've also linked my socials in the description. For each one of those that you follow, you get one bonus entry. And you could wake up in the morning with a message from me saying, hey, you just won $1,000. It's a lot of money for not a lot of work. So make sure to smash that subscribe button. Think of all the cards you can buy with $1,000. I'll be drawing the winner in about a week from now, so make sure you don't miss out. Click subscribe. It's literally free. Thank you. Alright, so now that we've seen pretty much the entire full Celebration set list, minus maybe a couple of cards, which ones are going to be the best pulls or most expensive cards in the set? Now, unsurprisingly, pretty much this entire list is from the Classic Reprint subset and not the main set. Before we go through the list, just a quick summary. Remember, there's 25 cards in the main set and 25 cards in the Classic set. Each pack will have at least 3 main set cards, and the 4th card, if you're lucky, will be a randomly inserted Classic set card. And if not, you'll just get a regular main set card. Now, obviously, we've only seen a few packs that escaped the factory, which have been opened, so we have a very small sample size. But from the few packs we've seen, it seems pretty common to get a Classic reprint. We've already seen a Donphan, Claydol, Venusaur, and Birthday Pikachu from only a handful of packs. Now yes, these might have been incredibly lucky packs, but it's more likely that the reprints will not be that hard to pull. And considering the set is so small, there will be heaps of doubles and plenty of stock, which will drive the prices right down. So even though this list is of the most expensive cards, I'm actually pretty sure they won't be anywhere near as expensive as, say, some of the alternate art cards from Evolving Skies. This 25th anniversary set is meant to be fun to open and easy to complete, which is honestly fantastic news. Having said that, I think these will be the top 10 most expensive Celebrations cards. Number 10. Garchomp Level X. I think this card looks really sick, but I base my rankings mostly on the current market prices, and unless there are some wacky pull rates, we can assume there will be a similar demand for these reprints. You can pick up the original copy for this card for around $50 or so, and I don't really see this card going for much more than about $10. Huge disclaimer, everything will be super expensive when the set releases. I'm talking more about when the prices settle down shortly after release. Number 9. Rocket's Zapdos. A really beautiful artwork, and since it's going for around $80 to $100 originally, I would say the reprint will be around $10 to $15. Number 8. Mew EX. An absolutely stunning art of Mew, and although this can go for slightly cheaper than the Zapdos originally, I feel like within this set it will be a little bit more popular and desired, so I put the reprint ranked slightly higher at around $15 to $20. Number 7. Luxray Level X reprint. Another nice artwork, and this one goes for around $150 originally, and I think the reprint will go for roughly $15 to $20 as well. Number 6. Shining Magikarp. Now the prices are starting to jump up a little bit. The original card goes for like $300, and this will definitely be one of the more popular cards, and I think the reprint will be about $20 to $30. Number 5. Birthday Pikachu. This is one of my favorite reprint choices, but since the original is going from anywhere between $300 to $400, I'd say the reprint of this will be around $20 to $30, which is a really nice price actually because it makes for a really good birthday gift. Alright, it's time for the big boys. Number 4, number 3, and number 2 are going to be Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. No real surprises there. Now, I haven't even bothered to look at prices for these because we all know they range from like $100 to $30,000 to $1.5 million. But this is the OG base set trio, and regardless of current market prices for different variations of them maybe being lower than some of the other cards on this list, it doesn't really matter. People are always going to go crazy for these cards. Number 4, the base set Venusaur reprint. I could see this cabbage going easily for around $40 to $50. Number 3, base set Blastoise. I think this will probably go for around the same as the Venusaur, but maybe slightly higher, around $45 to $55. And then number 2, the base set Charizard reprint. It's really hard to value this one because realistically it should really only be going for about $50 to $60, but you add on that Charizard tax and the card goes probably up to around $80 to $100. I'd be surprised if it was much more than that though. Before we get to number 1, we have some honorable mentions. Pikachu VMAX promo. This will have a decent price tag, but the real value there is for the sealed box display as a whole and not the individual promos. Without the packs and figure, I'd say this card's probably around $10 to $15. Dark Gyarados. You can pick up the original for like $60 to $70 still, so I don't really think the reprint will be worth all too much. Maybe $10 to $15, so it's a close contender for 10th place, but not just there. The metallic base set cards. I think these are really underrated. In case you didn't know, the Ultra Premium Collection comes with a golden base set Pikachu, which could look something like this, and a golden base set Charizard, which will probably not look like this, but you get the idea. I think people are really overlooking these because the Ultra Premium Collection box may be a bit more scarce and difficult to get than we previously thought. And if that's the case, I could easily see this golden Charizard going for at least $20 to $30. But then again, I'm not even sure if it's going to be a real card or a metal card or what's happening, so I'm just going to keep it in honorable mentions for now to be safe. Alright, the moment you've all been waiting for. The number one most expensive card from Celebrations will be the Umbreon Gold Star. I mean, to get your hands on the original, you'd have to spend at least $2,000 to $3,000, whereas a base set Charizard, for example, you can get for much cheaper. Yes, it won't have the first edition stamp on it, but neither does the reprint. And I know Evolution collectors, and especially Umbreon collectors, are going to be crazy at finally having the chance to own this card in their collection, whereas for most of the other cards, you can get them for cheaper, or at least some variant of them that's much more affordable. And finally, we've seen all the other cards in hand, but the Umbreon, although we know it's in the set, we haven't actually seen anyone holding one yet, which means it could be much rarer than the other reprints. Obviously, that's a bit of speculation, but regardless, I think a lot of people are excited for this one. So I think it will be roughly as expensive, if not slightly more expensive than the Charizard at around $100. This list is obviously heavily subject to change, but those are what I believe to be the top 10 most expensive cards from Celebrations. Do you agree with this list? If not, let me know in the comments which cards you would include or how you would order the list. And make sure to like and subscribe so when these come out and they're somehow worth like $500 each, you can come back and make fun of me. Until then, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.